Hey guys, I'm back to my video. So today is going to be an interesting video. I'm going to work today and my work wanted to do just Pride because it's Vancouver Pride this weekend. So shout out to that. My store wanted to do just Pride and then the theme that like Nick's set out for this Friday is Animal Kingdom. So I'm kind of thinking of like trying to do some like rainbow like tiger stripes. Like in like one like solid color like up around or something like that, so that's what we're gonna try and attempt today. But yeah, let's get started. So starting out with the Prosade again, I'm going to flatten out my brows because this just seems to be what I like to do when I go to work. I hardly ever flatten out my brows when I'm doing normal makeup, but almost every day that I go to work I end up doing it. So same technique as last time. Used a really gross spoolie, I'm very sorry, and just ran it through my brow hairs, kind of pulling up and then pulling across, and making sure that I always had a Q-tip with some 99% or with some 70% alcohol on it, just to clean up any excess Prosade that may have got on my skin. Then using the Makeup Forever Translucent HD Finishing Powder, I just took a tiny little brush and packed that onto the eyebrow just to set it to make sure that the Prosade wasn't sticky anymore. Because if the Prosade stays sticky, it just kind of clings to things weird and it can make eyeshadows look real funky. So this is kind of an important step in my opinion. Then I took a white eyeshadow and packed that all over the lid, including the inner corner and underneath as well. So on my left eye, I'm going to use the yellow from the Morphe 12P palette, Flame Point from Sugar Pill, which is the red, and Buttercup from Sugar Pill as well, which is the orange. Right here, I'm just kind of like mapping out where I want the shadows to go with a pencil brush. I just really roughly put them in. I seem to like putting a lot of eyeshadow down at first and then spending 10 years blending it out. Probably not the best technique in all honesty. It's probably easier to start with a little bit of shadow. But apparently this is the way that I like to do it. So now you can watch me blend this out for about 10,000 years. I started with this smaller, denser brush and then moved on to a much more fluffy brush. There's also a very small amount of the orange shadow on the end of this brush, just to kind of give the illusion that the two are blended out at the edge. This also takes a very long time when you're blending it, so you just have to be patient. Then taking Flame Point again on the smaller brush, I just swept that under my eyes. I also kind of blended it up into the upper kind of crease just to kind of make more of like a oval shape with my eye, just because I find that like helps the halo effect a little bit. Then taking the yellow shadow from the Morphe 12P palette, I packed that onto my lid. Please forgive all the fallout that came off. I'm not quite sure what happened, to be honest, but I packed it in the middle and then blended it out with more orange to kind of cover it up. Then I took this Stila liner in Canary and put this in my upper and lower waterlines, I believe. Then taking the Makeup Forever Flash palette and the gold shade at the very end with the angled brush, I just went over my brows that I had flattened down with the Prosade. I literally just completely redrew the shape just with the gold. For the other eye, I took the Morphe 35B palette. I took the three shades I'm about to show and did the exact same thing with the purple in replace of the red, the blue in replace of the orange, and the green in replace of the yellow. That's what that side looks like. Then we're going to move on to mascara. So I'm going to curl my lashes, and on the top lashes I'm going to apply this Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara, about 2 coats. Then on the cool side I'm going to use this NYX Colored Mascara in Perfect Pear. And then on the other side, I'm going to go back in with the Flash palette and use the yellow shade in there. Moving on to more of the face painting portion of this video, I took this Kryolan Aqua color in white, and as you can see I already started to draw some of the stripes on my face. I was doing those ones as kind of like a practice because I wanted to make sure I actually knew what I was doing when I was showing you guys. tiger stripes are super irregular shapes, so just kind of really draw some lines and make sure they kind of connect together at the end and you're pretty much good to go. If you do happen to mess up when drawing one of these stripes, the best way to clean it up is with a Q-tip and some water, because the Krylon Aqua colors are a water-activated paint. I don't think I mentioned that before. I finished drawing all these stripes. I just gave you guys a quick little view, and now we're going to get to coloring them. Now to start filling in the stripes, I started with the red at the top, and I filled about half of the stripe in. And then I'm going to go in with some orange to kind of finish the stripe off. And that's kind of the pattern I'm going to continue on. So like in the next stripe, you're going to see me start with orange and then go to yellow. And then for the next stripe, I'll start with yellow and go to red. And then just kind of then repeat the pattern all the way down on the side that's got the cool eye, and then I did the opposite on the other side. Then to clean up around all these stripes, I'm going to use the NYX Total Drop Control Foundation in the shade 03 Porcelain. I just took a flat brush and just basically carved out all the stripes, just making sure that the lines were clean. It's kind of like when you see people like carving out their brows with concealer. That's basically what I'm doing. Just cleaning up the lines so just everything looks more neat and tidy and more like actual stripes. This is me just kind of, you know, feeling myself and just trying to give you guys a nice overall view of kind of what all the stripes look like so you can kind of understand better like the pattern that I was talking about beforehand. Then I went in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in Crystal Ball, which is one of his new ones, on a fan brush, and I just basically highlighted my nose and then my cupid's bow and my chin. And last for lips, I'm using this NYX Cosmic Metals in the shade 15 Retro Harmony. In case any of you guys haven't noticed, I absolutely fucking love these Cosmic Metals by NYX. They are my favorite lip products. I love them so, so much. I recommend them to everyone that comes into the store that will listen to me. But they're not everyone's cup of tea, obviously. But like, I just love the finish they have. They can be a little bit drying, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not to a point that it ever has bothered me. Then I took the kind of orangey peach color from the Flash palette and drew on kind of like a little cat nose, just because like I was trying to be a tiger and I was trying to integrate like the animal kingdom a little bit more. So I drew the little nose and kind of like the little line down the middle that cats have. Lastly, I took this glitter from Starkush Minerals in Solar Storm, I believe, and just patted it a little bit on the end of my nose. Just cause I could, really. So this is the finished look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you guys have any suggestions of looks you would like to see me do, please don't forget to message them to me. All my social media is in the description. I'm pretty much open to doing everything as long as it's not like neutral everyday makeup, because as we know, that's not my style. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!